live. There's going to be music today. I hear the birds doing their things. I did not get a chance to play very much music yesterday, but some people played for me because it was my birthday. And they played Happy Birthday very well. All right, so that is special. We are getting reeds ready here in the Duran Music Studio. I'm gonna have like a July refresh month. And I think I would like to open a brand new reed. So we're gonna get the tools for that. Yes, I'm trying to go live. My daughter, the violin player, is questioning her teacher, but I just want to know. And maybe there's some string player that's going to join this live, but tell us exactly how lots of orchestra experience benefits a string player. I have a guess. I've never played violin professionally. Do you have a guess?
I thought it was more to do with like.
You guess on here a lot. Now you guess on here, and then we're gonna see what Miss Bryan says.
Guess.
Yeah, what do you guess she's gonna say? Like, how is it gonna benefit you to be in a large group and take the time for that rather than
Probably
something else?
if colleges see. I'm thinking saying colleges, right? We're saying colleges.
Would it make a college let you in?
I'm thinking.
Do you think it would show that you're more serious about music if you get with a group of
or
people?
if they do well in the group, like if you're a concert master in the CYS, then.
Okay. So if you seem to be like, hi, Marianne, we're debating about like, I have a certain, do you want to step into the live? This girl, she is this pre-recorded? No, we are live today. We are making decisions for the future because I am a studio musician and we have to go on, and I've homeschooled my kids, but they're gonna go to college, and we have to make decisions like how should they spend their time? Should they do it in a large orchestra or not, spend more time practicing on their own? From my perspective as a college teacher, I feel like if somebody plays well, if they've got good rhythm and intonation, they would get into the school and get scholarships no matter what they did. So what do you think, Rudina? Did you end up going to college for music? A lot of people want to, and it's just like a time of thinking about the future.
18 people.
This is what I'm doing. So, you have your goals and then you have your ways to get to those goals. And I'm imagining, like, if you're with a group of people, like, let's say, you could be in the area of sports and then you could have a trainer, and I don't know Mr. Beast, but I do know Ryan Trahan. I don't really know him. I just chatted him last night because he did these little bleeper horn things, and I said, that is, I definitely know how to get those ones that make a sound. He had the ones that just go out, they make no sound. The music studio is all about, you make the sounds. And yes, you too. So every day there's just a little bit more music to make, and this is kind of like the behind the scenes way of doing it. So I've got this reed. It's got to make a crowing sound. I've tightened up the wires. I'm dealing with the weather today, and just kind of letting the light shine and seeing what we can make happen here. I'm creating a new way to sustain the sounds of these reeds, which is I'm not using nail polish anymore. I'm using this which none of my teachers have ever done this. We are in Tennessee, and it is in the middle of the United States of America, and it's very hot right now. Where are you from? Yesterday, I had somebody hop on from South Korea. That was so sweet. I got to pray for them, and it's just interesting to see who would tune into a live and what they're all doing today. I've always had a fascination with what people do all day and how music fits in. And I can avoid it for so long, and then I've got to get ready to teach. I've got to start practicing scales. I've got to start identifying sounds and trying to figure out, okay, is the lawn mowing done? What is that phone ringing sound? Okay, this looks better, and this can kind of keep the vibrations in. So this is called a bassoon reed. It's not open. The air is going to go in there when I open it. I'm not ready to open it right now. I'm a little too shaky. I feel like I need lunch, and all I did was just eat breakfast today. Very bad. But we're going to put it, it has a special little home in there. So there goes the reed into its home. I don't know if that showed. Okay, now we're going to do the 4-minute challenge of intervals. Oh, I was working with a singer yesterday, and I don't know if everybody else feels this in the heat of the summer, but your voice kind of gets like, it's like there's pollen or something, or just like dryness. So if anybody has a good idea of why a string player like violin, cello, bass, before they go to college, why would you definitely want to have large ensemble experience? Because there's so many different ways you can learn stuff now. And we've all got to keep listening and learning from each other day by day. Wisdom is something that just comes often. You think this is too small an increment. All I have is some tiny, tiny little piece of wisdom for today. So it could be that when you're in an orchestra, you're playing along with people who've all got their wisdom from their teachers and the teachers before them. And so there's a beautiful sound they're creating together and a spirit of teamwork. So maybe it's just not so hard to get started. But I mean, people can lose energy for anything. All right. Okay, I think that's 1, 5, 1, 4, 4. My ear's a little better today. So musicians are constantly categorizing sounds in their head and deciding, do I want to put this in my song? Do I want to put that in my song? They're moving it up slightly, down slightly, and you've got to listen and be responsive to that. And sometimes the sounds just seem to go off during the day, and you think, why is that sound happening? So let's keep rolling here. We're going to go to intervals, because intervals, I think, is what you generally remember. If you sing happy birthday, you remember it because happy birthday to you. You remember all those up and downs of the notes. One of my students was trying to hear too fast yesterday, and I said, all right, you don't pick out if it's an octave or a third until we both agree on it. So that's something me and my violinist have had to listen together and say, do we agree it's this much of a leap or that much of a leap? So let's hear it again. I think it's 5 notes up. Yes. 3 notes up. Can you guys hear it? Give me a like if you can hear it. And sometimes I can't get down to the lowest note. I think that's 8 notes. Yes. And this program, Tone Deer, it's so fun because it will skip all over every single note, and your ears are constantly like, it's kind of like a video game for ears. I guess 5th? Yes. All right. 15 more seconds. I can get 2 more in. That had a lot of energy. So some of these things you just know more than you can say. That's an octave. Definitely subscribe, guys. All right. Yay, I'm at 100% of that. That was an easy challenge. Look at me. I'm not out mowing the lawn. But if I don't get my ear good, how good am I going to be at listening to my students and knowing where they're going wrong? So this, I'm trying, like many teachers are trying to get refreshed and excited for teaching again in the fall, but also like let things be a little bit freer in the summer and think deeply about what we're doing so we can teach our students the best wisdom that we have. Do I have any musicians out there watching along as I get ready for the day? I'm going to cross off Tone Deer was 100%. Now the reeds. I mean, you've always got to make music out of stuff. At first the stuff was like all natural, you know, animal hides and sticks and stones and wood, and then over the course of time, you add on electronics and stuff, and now here we are, able to make music online and in big stadiums. But I am dependent on these little things in this vial. This one has always troubled me. It's got a little black mark on it like that. There's something I don't like about it. It's just not a pretty reed. So I should test all these, and I'm going to give them like a scale and see like how responsive they are. How good is their tone? And I will be singing through an instrument called the bassoon. Have you guys heard of the bassoon? I wonder what Lamar Jackson it is. This instrument comes from the German word a bundle of sticks, and before that, when the instrument didn't have too many of these metal keys, it was called the dulcimer, which is sweet, like dulce, dulce, dulce de leche. And then I was reading this philosophy book about music, and it was talking about how the main adjective to describe music is like sweet, the sweetness of it. For visual art, it's radiance and shining and light, but the music is usually described as sweet, almost like something you could taste. And Shakespeare said music is food for the soul. All right, let's see what sweetness we can get out this morning. Seems like it could be a little more responsive, right? All right, now is the fun time. I'm gonna look at my verse for the day. We're not on Wednesday. At some point, I think I'm gonna get kicked off live because a phone call is gonna come. No, it's not a call, maybe it's an alarm on my phone. I call my mom every week. So maybe I'll end up playing for her. But before I do that, I can encourage you with 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18. That's one I really do have memorized. It's inspiring for the practice. It's rejoice always, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks. Okay, and as I'm playing this, I feel like it doesn't play the softer dynamics. So I'm going to put this one aside. And this blue one has been a favorite before, but it's a bit too wide, so we're going to press it down. And you can just kind of squish this one closed, and that will make it a little less wild. So my goal here is to do this arc of very soft, the loudest, to the softest. Next candidate. And you have to do things as a musician to keep like being willing to listen to yourself. So at this point, I'm going to slip a tune in here. If you know what tune it is, you can put it in the comments. This one is really bad. It doesn't even deserve a tune. Oh, I hate to throw it out, but I think it's just better to let it go. All right, that's less trouble with that reed. This is the one that got played on Tuesday night for the PCA General Assembly. And that was really interesting because we were in a convention center it was not designed for orchestral instruments, though we had every orchestral instrument up there, and we had screens and beautiful harp playing, great choir. The tenor section was particularly wonderful because my husband was in there. Yep, this is still the best read. I wonder how long it'll last. I think maybe like a week, 2 more weeks into July till the time of the Scopes trial centenary. There's just a little air leaking out of it. I like the sweetness of the sound to just get right into the instrument. I'm going to back up so you can see it all. Stuff from yesterday. I'm trying to get my students to be a little more comfortable with improvising on their instruments, and we used that since it was kind of like midway between now and Christmas yesterday. And there's just always something so intimidating, thinking like, oh, I might play the wrong notes, but you've got to kind of deal with the mistakes as they come and just weave it into something that's as beautiful as it can be at that moment, and then just keep listening to yourself and listening to what's going on around you. And it's so fun when you take music lessons, and I imagine when you're in a big group, you just have a musical community where the language of music makes sense, one another speaking to one another in songs is really nice. And most of it is, you can have a lot more endurance with instrumental music because singing, you run out of breath, you run out of words, you need a break every once in a while. So instruments are really there to kind of support that beautiful singing tone, and we're imitating singing with all kinds of materials that God's made, and sunshine. Okay, so this is the best read. I'm going to put this down. The next thing we have to do to deal with our materials and get ready for a great performance is we have things, it would be either called a program or a set list. And in order for me to remember all the symbols that I'm going to read, I wish to see all the music in a notebook. Here is the notebook. Okay, and then I want to know how long are each of these pieces. I have one piece, and there's so many concerts and things coming up. So even a week ago, it looks like, hey, that music has gone stale. What do we have Silver Moon Boat in here? Why do we have the story of the Kaylee in here? Yes, we can rehearse. We're even going to have a live rehearsal for you. Okay, so this should get refiled Silver Moon Boat was so sweet. One of my younger students made a recording of this beautiful folk song from China. I loved it. It has such a sweet tone, and there's just like one note. It's a pentatonic modal melody, and I would enjoy making more variations on that. But we're done with that. It doesn't really have anything to do with the Scopes trial. It's been 100 years since evolution became the thing that you would teach in science classes. So I'm going to go to my filing cabinet. You can look at my map of the world and tell me where you're from. Dying rhythm. Practice. Make music day. Make music day lesson plans. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm sure this filing cabinet is going to be great one day, but at this point, I'm just filing things on top of other things. So I've done many International Make Music Day programs, and I think the favorite one was when we had a whole week to practice together. And then we performed at the end of the week. And so the Kaylee that I did for this year's, which was awesome, I'm just putting that in the International Make Music Day lesson plans. And so we can do that as like a fun way of playing with each other. And that's like not a whole year's worth of experience playing with each other, but just like a month. No, a week. A month is more like the time for a summer music festival. I would like to go to one of those again. I've been to about Sarasota Music Festival twice, Arkansas, Easter Music Festival twice. 5 times I've had summer music festivals, and I loved them. Ready? So now I'm gonna make some music with Gracie.
Okay, so I need to film for this. So, is that okay?
Well, we can use this live.
So it's a little tricky moving because then I have to go in and I have to download it and can I just film on my phone?
You can film on your phone
Sure.
while I'm doing my live.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
going to
fine.
give up my subscribers so that you can.
Okay, so we'll just do a little vlog update, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So it's nice that
And do you want me to do vertical?
yeah, you do horizontal.
Oh, wait, because I've been doing not that way.
Well, then do it vertical. I mean, whichever way you started. That's
Oh,
the way
look
you
at this
should
cute little
finish.
picture. You should do a little photo dump. Who is this?
Oh,
Is that oboist?
Yeah, that's the oboist.
Jessica?
No, her name is
This is cute. We are all looking back.
Mickey. I should send that to her. So that was fun. I got to meet
This is cute.
Stephen. Hey.
Oh.
There's a miniature version
music.
of this Stephen, an
Music.
oboe player,
Yeah.
and I mean it's not an oboe player. This is not a bassoon player. I'm the player. This is the bassoon.
Okay.
All right, we're getting ready. They're having a
Okay, we should
Scopes
do a vlog, I think.
centenary.
Okay, are you gonna be with me
All right.
while I do it?
What are we rehearsing?
In 6
She's-
days.
Okay, we're gonna do a piece.
We're just
called
gonna
In
run
6
through
Days.
it. Are we just gonna run through the program?
Well,
Half an hour?
I want to find like the first phrase and let's build to that first phrase and then come away from it. Because that's good musical practice.
But
not to
how
just
much
like play a whole
time,
bunch of
though?
notes. We should do this for 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, then I'll do it.
Okay, phrase by phrase. We're about to embark on a
Okay.
musical adventure.
Today is Thursday, June 26th, and I'm here with,
Nicole Duran.
and we're gonna rehearse for the Scopes trial. And the first piece we're going to play is In 6 Days.
Now, this is not
Composed
the
by
actual
Nicole
Scopes
Duran.
trial. The Scopes trial happened 100 years ago, but we're celebrating what's happened since then and the different perspectives we've had about how great the teaching of evolution is in public schools.
Yes. Okay. So I'll just put it over here and I'll just done like a minute or something.
Okay, so we're going to go phrase by phrase and examine it. And then we're also going to try to like name the emotion of the particular piece. So I know this one says hymn-like. Are you tuned?
Okay, so this.
Okay, so now as I'm looking over this composition again, I feel like there's a slight pause there, but the phrase really goes from loud to soft at the end. So can we just set the tone for that one? It's hymn-like should sound kind of majestic. So this is day one. God said, "Let there be light."
One more time.
Okay. I feel like we could sustain the louder part.
Louder.
Like not just the first two measures, but like all four measures. Okay. Okay. So this, yeah. All right, this one is day two. Let there be an expanse between the waters. And this is a little more like thunder or like a crack in the earth, like an expanse between the water. It's like something kind of big landscape, not like a hymn. So a little more push on the attack. Maybe I didn't write accents, but it could be accented. It sounds a little, we're going to be playing in thirds. So it
And
should
it's
sound,
sharp too. It's in D major. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Do you have a pencil there? What if we grow and this be the loudest note? Like, what if we make a
do a crescendo?
crescendo up to here?
Okay.
That's a bad crescendo. And then really like vibrate.
Okay.
You have a little eyelash on your. Yeah. Okay.
Let's start again.
Can you not
Now
see me?
you.
I'm
you
in
should stand
my
up.
line.
I know, but you're not supposed to stand like that.
I'm
You're
in my
supposed to stand
line.
like that. Get in your V.
I'm in my V.
You should pull that leg in. Like, no, don't let us play it like that. Come on. Yes. Okay.
Oh, you're not gonna do the dip.
No, see, that's a new phrase. All right, the next phrase is let the land produce vegetation legato. So where are we stopping?
I think we should stop
Right,
here.
right here.
Oh.
The phrase ends there.
It starts
So,
loud, and then
yeah,
it
like
keeps
heavy-
going loud, then it gets
Heavy and kind of connected.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this one more time and see if we can gather our intonation forces. And this one's G minor, if you want to play a G minor chord.
I can't play.
Can you play G, A, and B flat? Nice. Okay. And what if we make this more pure sounding?
Are you playing there?
No, so can you bring that out as your solo? Let's play through it one more time so you're not surprised that you have a solo. And then I get to play the melody after that. Okay? That sounds good.
It's hot in here. Did you turn the AC down?
No. Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
Our next phrase beginning is day 4. Okay, now we get to hear the cute little theme of light. This is lights to rule the day on day 4. And we're in the key of D major, but I didn't have the sharps written in there. So it doesn't really matter for you. It's
Okay, where's
A.
the phrase though? Like where do we end?
Here.
Here.
Wait.
Or wait, that's
Wait.
you. You have the main melody.
Right there. It's just a 4-bar phrase.
Okay.
It's a 4-bar phrase. You guys will love it. Okay. So this is fast too.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's B natural now.
Yeah. Alright, let's play on from that because that's a weird place to stop. I don't
Okay.
know the
We'll
phrase.
go to the end. We'll go to the end of there. And can you make those a little? Is it C sharp? Yeah.
Does it go on like that, or just that's it? Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, we might have to make a photocopy of the other part so we can take those together.
Okay, and then this one?
Okay, day 5.
Is that okay? Then we have one more day.
It's only 6 days.
Is it refreshing this?
A live endurance. A live endurance run.
Oh my heavens. Okay, where's the phrase end?
Right there. So I finish your phrase. No, actually, you finish the phrase there on the fermata.
Okay.
It's a long one.
I'll erase this here.
So this is let the earth teem with living things and birds fly above.
Okay, let's do that again. That sounds weird. Now, this is just piano all the way through.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be some slurs in here.
You can add slurs, but I like the quiet dynamic, and it's just like these are the very first birds that ever appeared on the earth.
Okay. Maybe that. We'll see that.
Okay.
Who are you moving to?
Anybody? I'm waving to nobody. Nobody, did you get my wave? Now hop on here. All right, Lord, bring a nice audience for us to entertain. I'll go back and look and see that I prayed and someone's here. All right. These are the first birdies. What about the intonation? You want to retain?
Like, okay. Okay. So where's the phrase end in this one?
Let's just play through. This is the final movement, and it says, let the land produce living creatures. Let us make man in our own image. And so let's do this one for rhythm and counting and just the energy of staying together. So this will be more than one phrase.
Oh.
And it's generally supposed to be have to be celebration because like the whole creation's been made. This is my original setting of the Genesis creation story with 2 instruments.
Where's that one? Can't remember this weekend. Let's see what we're working with.
Hey. Ready?
Yes.
Oh wait, hold on. How about say like,
Oh, I was gonna conduct this in.
okay. How about can
What if we both play the melody? Let's just both play the melody this time around.
I
And then you play your part?
okay, that works.
Okay.
Learning.
Wait, come in here a little bit more.
Okay. 1, 2, 1. And it would be E flat. Alright, you gotta go from the trill. 1, 2. Are you playing B flats? We went whacked out of tune.
Gosh darn.
Okay, you ready to try it in harmony?
Yes. I think we'll be perfectly in time. Then we'll have 2 minutes. I think we can do this, right?
Okay, now we're gonna
And
try
then
it with
we-
the harmony of the Stormtrooper theme. Dun 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 dun.
This is more refined.
At least we got that far. Okay.
I'm sure
Harmony.
there's some of the same notes.
Okay.
Is that it?
We'll keep working on that one. It's rather serious and a little hard to count. And I need a reed that's got a lot of,
I mean, what were you thinking? Putting notes after that?
that can be reworked. All right, we're gonna leave you something
Oh,
sweet. Me,
Mom,
huh? we're gonna play one last sweet sounding. Music is always quite a sweet thing, and we're going over music for the Scopes trial. This is me and my daughter. We're just gonna play like 3 more minutes here. And this is so cute because it's one of our favorite pieces that we play together, and it's written around 1925. Ready?
Oh. Okay, do you want me to do the introduction?
Sure. So go back to 1925.
Oh.
We love that one. All right, thanks for listening, and we'll tune out for today. Have a great day, everyone.